Hello and welcome to today's video. Today's video is a collab with Nona from MySoCalledLife1977. I am so excited to be doing this because Nona is always posting videos like this where she's doing makeup inspired by like birthstones and different colors and different occasions, and I feel like I love to watch these videos, but I never quite have the courage to do them very often. So I contacted Nona and said I'd love to do a collab with her, and she so graciously accepted my request, and here we are we're gonna do this Pantone Color of the Year. A little bit about Nona. She is a makeup lover and I really appreciate that about her. Her collection is beautiful. She has a very large collection, so if you like to see those like whole collection kind of videos, go watch hers. It's so good. And she does Shop My Stashes and things like that, and I love seeing what she's gonna pull. And so yeah, she's got a ton of makeup, and if you like that kind of thing, you should see her. So I also want to say about Nona. Nona is one of the people on YouTube that I'm just so incredibly grateful to have met. She is so involved. She is like someone who just is so kind and caring, and she is just positivity in my eyes. Like, I am so thankful to meet people who seem so positive, because I personally struggle with, I can be a little bit negative and like wear myself down that way sometimes. So when I interact with people like Nona, which is, she usually comments or like on my videos, or she replies to her comments on her videos so quickly that when I have interactions with Nona, she just brightens my day up. And she reminds me that I want to be a more positive person, and so I can't thank Nona enough for just her presence on YouTube, because I think that she is just one of the rare people that you need on a platform like this, and she reminds me of like all the good things that can come from, you know, putting yourself out here and making a community for yourself. So Nona, thank you. I'm really excited to be doing this with you today. So let's jump into the actual colors and looks. For me, blue is something that I'm so attracted to. I love it. I'm wearing blue nail polish today. I love blue clothing, and blue is one of my favorite colors. But I get super intimidated when I think about wearing blue on my like face. So at first I thought, well, I'll just do a blown out blue eyeshadow look, and that'll be hard enough. But now I think I want to try a different style eyeshadow like look that I don't try very often. So we're gonna see how this turns out together. I'm not typically someone who wears a lot of color on my lower lash line, because I think that it might make me look a little older, but I have a look in mind because I have this blue lipstick from NYX in the shade Jet Set. And I really want to wear this because I think it's such a close color to that Pantone color. So in order to do that, I wouldn't feel comfortable doing like a blown out blue eyeshadow and blue lips. So for me, I think what I'm gonna do is do a little bit something more subtle, do like a wing eyeliner with, or wing eyeliner with the pop of blue on the lower lash line, maybe on the eyeliner itself, I'm not quite sure yet, and see how that turns out. So we're gonna find out how this goes together. I know Nona's gonna kill this, so I'm really excited to see her video again. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump in. I have a couple different palettes that I'm gonna be using today and products, but the first one I'm gonna start out with is this Sultry palette. And I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush and mix the shades Birch and Twig and build up my crease a little bit, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I did take a little bit of that shadow combination and I kind of put it on the outer corner of my eyes too, just to give me something to blend some of my other products onto in a minute. But what I'm gonna do now is take a little bit of teak and press it onto my inner corner, and I'm probably just gonna use my fingers for this. So I did end up using my finger to apply that shade, and then I kind of took that fluffy brush that I used, no extra product on it, and I kind of blended over that metallic shade because I didn't want it to be the standout of the show, so I kind of wanted it to look a little less metallic. And also, I'm sorry if my eyeshadow looks a little funny. My eyes are a little bit irritated today. I think I've been rubbing them too much, and so they're a little they look a little patchy because I think my eyes are really dry right now. Also, the radiant heat in our building has been like on high this week, and it's not helping anything at all. So what I'm gonna do next is use this Super Shock Shadow in the shade Luckfully, and I'm gonna try to use this as a liner base and kind of run it a little bit on the outside of my corner, or like create a little bit of a wing. I'm probably not gonna do too dramatic of a wing because I don't think that looks great on my eye shape. And then run it a little bit under my lash line and probably a little bit on the top part of my lash line. This has got a really deep base to it. Let's see if I can show you. And it's a satin shade, so I think when I go to blend it out, it's not gonna be like the color that I want, but I wanna use it as a sticky base for another blue shadow. So this might be a little bit difficult for me. This is the part I'm nervous about, I think. So I'm gonna try to give myself a nice kind of wet base, and then I'm gonna go over the top with this shade here from the Weekend Festival palette from BH Cosmetics. This just has such a beautiful blue shade to it, and I think over the top of that like deep blue, it'll kind of still look deep enough, but it'll have like an interesting, like enough attention grabbing blue effect to it. Okay, I hope that didn't scare you off too much, and I hope you're still with me, but if you are, I think it's okay right now. I am going to try to put some foundation on and clean it up with some concealer. I am not very good, like I said, with drawing wings. I rarely do it. I have a scar over here, so my eyes aren't even, so like I'm playing this challenge on hard mode right now. But yeah, I still like the effect. I really like that this really did amplify that blue shade like I wanted it to. And I'm okay that the wing eye, or like the wing eyeliner, kind of looks smoky. So maybe once I get my eyeshadow or my base makeup completely done in a second and finish up the look, I'll like it, but fingers crossed we'll get there. I'm gonna pause the camera and just go ahead and do all of the other stuff off camera to keep this video from being ages long, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back with the almost completed look. I'm sorry if the lighting has changed. The sun, for some reason, just kind of went away. But what I did was mostly just put on a pair of lashes, and lashes always, just for me, pull a lot of things together, especially when I started to try to clean up this line over here, and I was having some trouble. So you know what, I said, okay, I'm gonna lean into the smoked out look versus the like sharp carved out look. So I used a fluffier brush. This is just a really cheap elf brush, but it's got this like little pinched kind of angle going on, and I used that to like pack more color on outside, and I actually really liked how it turned out. And I think that with lashes that kind of like floof out in the outer corner, that it looks a lot better. So I'm not hating this look. Let's see what it looks like with the lip option now. I do have the matching Jet Set lip liner, so I'm gonna line my lips and throw on the like liquid lipstick, and we'll see how it all looks together. Okay, this is the finished look. I did want to give a shout out also to my Stila highlight. That's what I ended up putting on my cheeks for a highlight because my fingers are a little dirty with all the blue eyeshadow, but I'll see if I can show you. It's got like this bronzy undertone to it, and I thought it would look really pretty. You can't really see the swatch that well. I thought it would look really pretty with that bronze kind of teak shade that we used on my lid. And then also my blush is the Satin Love blush from Essence, and I just think this is one of the most like flattering neutral blushes. So just wanted to shout out to that. But yeah, this is my final look. I hope you like it. It's something very different for me. I really was way more comfortable blowing out like a blue eyeshadow look because I am more aware of my eye shape, and I can, even though that color pushes me outside of my comfort zone, I have created blown out looks like that a lot, but I have not done a lot of these kind of looks. So yeah, I'm curious. Let me know what you would do in the comments. Do you have, actually in the comments more than anything, please answer this. Do you have an eyeshadow palette that has a blue color in it that reminds you of the Pantone Color of the Year? If so, what palette is it and what shade? Because I'm dying to know. I have a smaller amount of palette that I kept with me. I sent like a bunch of my palettes home and put them in storage since we're probably gonna be moving in the next year or so. And so I found this a little challenging because I don't have all of my colors with me. I didn't really have that many blues on me, so it was between like this one that I used today or my friend Cation palette. And the reason why I didn't want to do a look with my friend Cation palette is because this blue shade is gorgeous, but it actually, and you probably can't see it on camera very well, it actually shifts very purple on me. So I wanted to stick to something that would shift more blue, which is why I kind of layered these two, because this one I think gives me the depth of that classic blue shade, while this gives me that kind of pop wow effect that I want from a blue look. Alright, I'm finally going to stop rambling and I'm going to wrap up this video. Make sure you go check out Nona's channel, and again, make sure you say hello in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.